I think we're rolling.
We're rolling?
What up?
Oh, there we go.
We got Tayler Holder on the pod. Taylor showing up about 20 minutes late.
Hold on. Hold on. Don't throw me under. I can explain.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you guys cuss on here, by the way?
Cussing is for sure allowed. Yes.
Okay, all right. I just had to make sure because I didn't know if I had to be professional Taylor or I could just be Taylor.
We can be chill Taylor.
Okay,
here.
all right, fine.
Yeah.
John fucked this one up, dude.
Really?
I didn't do. He told me it was at 12.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking I got to the gym about 8:30. I usually work out for about 2 hours, and
that's a long workout.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
There you go.
And then I was gonna go back, get ready to shower. He calls me when I'm at the gym, halfway through my workout. We gotta go, bro. It's at 11. I was like,
Damn, dude. So I don't know if I believe that. Someone tells me Taylor was getting fucked up on Broadway last night. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Got to leave them Broadway girls alone, dude. Morgan Wallen said it best.
I know.
But dude, for real, I'm pumped that you're in here because I feel like we've been texting a bunch for the past couple months. Obviously, you made the move to Nashville, which is
it's so crazy. We've been talking for quite some time now about doing some stuff together, and then we just officially met 2 days ago.
I know. It's like, I've obviously been following you and whatnot. So it's like I feel like I know you just through social media and whatnot. But it's like we can actually kick it and chill.
For everyone watching that has never met this guy, I thought definitely cameras can be deceiving.
Sure.
He's 9'11". He's way taller.
Dude, sign me up for the NBA.
Dude,
you know?
literally, actually, he was way taller. I walk in the studio, I meet him, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm looking up at this guy. I'm like,
well, dude, I actually will say I was looking up your background and I saw that on one site they list you as 5'8". I was like, how do you feel about that, dude? They did you dirty.
I know. I was like, this is so disrespectful. Google, there's actually there's somewhere that says I'm 5'8", and I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I'm 6'2" for anyone that does.
There you go. There's the real truth right there. Taylor Holder is not 5'8". Oh man. Well, dude. So, talk to me a little bit. You are from Texas originally, right?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas Fort Worth area. It's a small town. I always say Dallas Fort Worth because nobody knows where the fuck Alvarado, Texas is. You know, there's if you're local in Burleson, Mansfield area, all that stuff, you kind of know. Even people from Dallas don't even know what Alvarado is. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I just know, dude. Dallas. I just know the Dallas Fort Worth Airport is a nightmare, dude.
Oh, DFW.
That shit's crazy.
I never go in and out of that one, dude. It's always like a complete shit show. I always fly out of Dallas Love Field because it's it's super small. It's super easy to get in and out.
It's the one they never talk about, but it's the better one.
That's the better one.
So yeah, dude. So you was I reading this correctly? Did you grow up doing motocross stuff?
I did, yeah. So I grew up that adrenaline junkie kid. I did everything. I was skydiving every other day. I was racing. I've been riding dirt bikes since I was 3 years old. Yeah. And then as I got a little older, I got into racing and all that stuff. Did that damn near all my life. And I was playing sports and all that stuff, and not too proud about this one. My mom hates when I say this because I eventually got into homeschool and then I got a diploma, right?
Yeah.
But I ended up dropping out of high school after my freshman year, so I played sports all the way through that. I was planning on going to college for sports. And
what sport were you going to go to college for?
It was definitely probably going to be baseball. That was the best of baseball. I started when I was because you technically you can't start playing until you're 5, or at least where I'm from that's where it was. But my dad was a coach, and so I started playing when I was 3. And by the time I was 5, I was already on select teams. I was really good at baseball, but it wasn't my favorite. Basketball is my favorite sport probably, aside from motocross. But and so I grew up doing that my whole life, and then freshman year of school, I just wasn't vibing with it, man. The whole school thing, I don't click with it very well. Me and school don't go together, so I ended up dropping out. I wanted to be a professional motocross racer, and then life
chase your dreams, bro. What happened? Why are you not still motocrossing?
Well, it's a lot of money, and at that time I didn't have anything. You know, I was moving scrap metal and all that stuff to be able to go race every weekend. It's anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a weekend just to go race.
Is it really that expensive?
You got entry fees and fuel, and sometimes we're driving 15 hours to some of these nationals and stuff like that for qualifiers for Loretta's and all this stuff. It's a hike, bro. It's a lot.
Damn.
And just with everything, entry fees, all this stuff, there's so much money that goes into it, and without having a full ride, factory ride or anything like that, it gets really expensive. But so that, and then just life happened, family stuff, all this stuff, and it just just like started going this way, and it was just like, and then that's whenever I got into a lot of injuries as well, man. It's not fun. It hurts after you get a little older.
I was going to say, it seems like it can be a little reckless at times.
It definitely causes some pain as you get older, for sure. It's a lot easier when you're younger to just bounce right back from stuff. But as I get a little older and I keep getting hurt, I'm like, man, this shit's really fucking me up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, dropped out of high school in freshman year. And I was riding. I lived at a training facility doing all that stuff. Then I just slowly like stopped and got into this whole industry.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So, because you were in LA for a couple years. What made you get into like social media?
7 years, dude.
Damn,
time flies.
You were in the LA trenches,
it's the cool
bro.
swag the way you hold it. I'm over here holding the stem.
Bro, dude, you just gotta get loose with it. You know what I'm saying, dude? Yeah, it's sink in a little bit, dude. All right, first question for you, dude. What's all this fucking hype about In-N-Out? Like, is it legit or not?
Dude. Okay, so have you never had it?
Well, I didn't. I went to LA like last year for Stagecoach, and I'd never had In-N-Out before. And I was, granted, I may have had a few drinks, so I was at like sort of that perfect like state where like everyone tastes better, and it was very good. But I just hear people from like Cali that come to Nashville, and they're like, dude, In-N-Out's the best burger spot known to man.
Yeah, well, it's because like In-N-Out is kind of like the only burger spot there. There's not really like good like burger places. Like out here, one of my favorites that I found so far was like Jack Brown's. Like Jack
Brown's, shout out Jack Brown's, dude, local spot in Nashville, absolute fire.
It is so good.
Yeah.
But In-N-Out, so for me, In-N-Out, the burgers are fire. I do like them. They are good. The fries, I love the animal fries.
Yeah,
like
you gotta get it with
style,
all that,
where
all
I get
that
all the
shit
stuff on there.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's not like that dramatic to me, but there's a lot of people that's like, oh, their fries are like cardboard fries. Like that's what they like say, but I'm like, it's not that bad. I just like, they're not my favorite fries in the world, but like
I'm probably taking a McDonald's fry like most days.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people may not agree with me, but you know what fries I love the best?
What?
Whataburger fries.
Look at that! Wow, that's a big hot.
Spicy
we got
ketchup.
Hot Take Holder over here, dude, with some Whataburger fries.
Whataburger fries with some of their spicy ketchup.
I like that. I like that shit. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Okay, so it's basically survival of the fittest out in LA with In-N-Out. They're just the lone burger company out there. But you're out in LA. When did you start getting on TikTok? Like how'd all that shit happen?
Yeah, dude, it's actually wild. Like no one even know. Like everyone kind of just like is like, oh, he blew up on TikTok, and not a lot of people know like how long I have been kind of doing it. I was actually on Vine, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I was around with the MagCon guys and stuff at one point a while back. All the Viners. I lived at 1600 Vine as well, and and became good friends with them. And all that stuff, and all those guys. I looked up to them a lot whenever I first started, and so that was a really cool moment to like be able to like get in with all those guys and then have a chance to go out and see like the whole like vision and idea of MagCon and all that stuff.
Sure.
But I was on Vine. I never got like super big on Vine. I think I had like 100,000 followers on there,
sure.
and then that's whenever it kind of like died out.
I was gonna say Vine was like short lived, dude. I felt like it was like some people you had to be in and out.
It was so cool though. I loved Vine though. Like people were so creative in that small amount of time that you had. It was really cool. And then I was on Musical.ly.
Damn, you're an OG on Musical.ly.
Or you can roast me for it.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're gonna do a deep dive into Tayler on Musical.ly right now. Dude, I get it, bro.
And it's so funny. I always see randomly people will it'll pop up on my For You page like people reposting my Musical.lys, and I'm like, why?
Dude, they're still out there? Oh fuck, dude! You heard this is lit. I'm gonna watch your Musical.lys after this.
It is bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull up a little Tayler Holder Musical.ly.
And it's like me. I'm like 17, 18 years old, thinking I'm the sexiest motherfucker on the world, dude. I'm over here doing these, and it was funny because I look back at it now, and Musical.ly was like, you put it in like times 2, so it was all like fast motion shit. It was like faster, right. And I look back at it, and I'm like, I wish someone would have punched me in my face back then, and or just like tell me like, yo, stop, whatever you're doing.
But dude, it's all like a learning process and shit, and it's like, and it's a way to get out there, man. I mean, I like, but were you singing like on Musical.ly, or were you just doing like?
I was always playing instruments, and like I would play instruments for like my friends singing, but I was always too nervous to sing back then, and also my voice was like not like at all, like it was not worth the shit at all back then. I always loved it, and then I was always singing, but I've always been like super like insecure about it, to be honest with you. And then but I've never had like vocal lessons or anything like that. I just started like singing literally every single day, and I would listen to like Bieber and like some of the runs he would do and just keep practicing and just singing every day, and that's how like I like got better. I watched like little vocal warm-ups and vocal lessons on YouTube and stuff like that, but I didn't really know anybody to like help me out, so I loved it, and I wanted to figure out how to do it and how to get good at it. So
yeah, that's so interesting, dude, because like when I see your stuff online, like it seems like you're super comfortable and all that stuff. Are you still like insecure and nervous about singing?
I get so nervous. You know what it is, man, is for me, the TikTok world made it a little hard, right?
Sure.
And it's like, for me, with how like also just the world is so mean now, like they're so like, everyone is just like so like the criticism is crazy,
right?
And so with me blowing up as like a TikTok guy first, right? And it made it very hard for me to like make that transition to music, because I'm this like cringy TikTok guy that like dances shirtless on TikTok, you know what I mean? So it was a blessing and a curse, right? Because it got me to where I am. Thank God for that, and it's made me be able to like do what I love. But at the same time, as I'm growing up and I'm trying to evolve and go somewhere else, it makes it really freaking hard to do that.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I was gonna say, how do you deal with like, because there's a ton of like hate and critique that goes on TikTok. Like, do you feel like when you're sing, you're like oftentimes being judged on these platforms? Like
all the time. You should see like the behind the scenes of like, before I post something of me singing, I probably watch it 80 times, and I ask all of my friends probably 14 times if I even should post it. Yeah. It's like it's made me so insecure, like this industry of like just how like mean everybody is. It definitely I'd be lying if I said it doesn't get to me, but like there are certain times where I just like, I do now, like I try to get on there, I just post my video and I get off. I don't try to look at the comments as much. There's a lot of people that love like whenever I respond to them and stuff like that, so I try to get to those people, like the real fans and all that stuff.
But fans.
But whenever I see like one comment, I'm like, oh, I want to say something to this motherfucker so bad, you know?
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, no, I mean it's a part of it, you know. I know that no matter like what I do, there's not, because I try to, I am like that. I was always like, I have to be perfect at everything I do, right? I was always like that overachiever, and I have to like take a step back and come down to reality and realize that it's not going to be like that, and there is going to be people that fucking hate me, and there's going to be people that love me, and it's so funny because a lot of the comments that like do hate on me, I go to their page and they follow me. I'm like,
huh. So it's like, so it's like, oh, you're here to stick around. You're following me, like, but you're still just going to leave me.
Sometimes like, I'm on this wave right now where like me and my roommates, like we just like to like troll people. Like we just, I'm like if someone says something, I'm like appreciate the follow, brother. Like, I'm just like,
dude, be the bigger man.
I just love it now, honestly. Unless someone just says something really ignorant, I'm like, why, man? Why?
No, that's dope, dude. I mean, you know, haters are motivators, bro.
Yeah,
keep it rolling.
And it definitely does, you know, with the content that we make, and
sure,
you know, it pays the bills, right? It's like it works, and you gotta play the game, you know, and all that stuff. And I just think it's so funny how fast like people that have never met me a day in their life, or any of that stuff, they have so much to say about me or my friend group or anything like that, or the content that we make, or all this stuff just based off of what they see on a phone screen, because they've never met me a day in their life, nor do they know anything about me or the person that I am. But you know, a lot of the videos we make, we literally like, we're gonna get flamed for this, and I can't wait because it's so fun. Like we just like play into it now. We're just like, fuck it.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I mean, I like that mentality of just like, dude, be you, bro. Put it out, and like if people react to it, whatever, fuck them or bring them in, you know? It's
literally like, it's gotten to the point to where like we know it's gonna happen. Yeah. It's like anytime I put on, even like if I put on my fucking boots, I get flamed. It's like, LA City boy, fake country, bitch.
Dude, so I want to jump into this and ask you. So you're in LA for like, you know, 7 years, and then recently you made a move to Nashville. Biggest difference between LA and Nashville?
I actually talked about this yesterday with a couple of my friends, that actually like, one thing, it's so crazy because it's like the littlest things that mean the most to me, right? And it's one thing that instantly stood out to me, what I loved so much about this, I literally got chills because I was about to say it, but was just as simple as real moments with real people, right? LA, man, and I don't ever talk about this. I don't ever talk about like what I was really feeling, because I always had this like platform to like, and I felt like I had this like obligation to like there's all these people that watch my videos and say that their back home life, their parents are abusive, or they deal with this or deal with that, or all this stuff. So like my videos give them, you know, happiness and all that stuff. So I'm always like in my mindset of this, like I have so much power. I'm like, I can't be sad because these people look up to me to be happy. So if I'm sad, then we're all just gonna be one big sad fucks together, right? And I'm like, I can't do that. But like really, man, like I've never you would think, right? That's why I say, like, this is not at all what I thought it was. I look up to all these people and I'm like, oh, like, they're just like rich and famous and they get to just travel and meet people and that's the best life in the world, right? Yeah. Man, let me tell you, I shit you not, man. I have been, with all ego aside, I have been financially and like all this, like one of the most successful people in the social space of the TikTok space and all that stuff. Not the most successful, but I've been one of them, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And I've done really good at it, but that's why, and like, I've found myself with, like, I was around so many people. I was making like the stupidest amount of money, like all this stuff, and I was the saddest I've ever been in my life. Really?
Why do you think you're so
because it's all materialistic shit that doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? That's why I said, like, the real moments with real people, right? The only time I ever hung out with anyone in LA, and people don't see this, right? It's like, only was to film. People only hit me up or hit anybody up. They're like, yo, I need you for this bit. You want to film this? Every time, I swear to God, dude, I'm a bit like, I love like going to play sports or getting out of the house and going doing fun stuff. Anytime it got to a point to where I was like, I'm not gonna hit anybody up, and I'm gonna see if they hit me up. I want to know who, like, actually wants to hang out with Tayler because Taylor's cool, right? I want to know like who wants to hang out with me for me, not just to like be in a bit because I have a big house in the compound and like a lot of popping people around me, right? It's like, I swear to God, I never heard from anybody ever again.
Really?
And this was before any bullshit that I ever went through. Anything, like, no one hit me up anymore. No one gave a shit. Like, they don't. No one wants to hang out with anybody. It's literally like, you're only it's literally the way that like people's mindset works in LA is like, how can I benefit from this person? What can I get from this person? Not like, oh, I want to hang out with him because he's cool. I want to hang out with him because whatever, right? And that's why I say, is like, coming out here.
Sure.
I'm from a small town in Texas. Like, we're a big like family, man. It's like everyone is like so like strong and like just like the most non-selfish people I've ever met in my life. And but when I came out here, man, like, everyone from the people that I write with and all that stuff to like the biggest celebrities out here as well, they were so welcoming. They were so welcoming in and all that stuff. And that's one thing that like clicked to me, was like, people hang out with me here. They hit me up on a day. I probably couldn't pay somebody to do work with me, like work with me. It's like everyone hangs out with me to just hang out because they want to be around me. It's like real moments with real people.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. I think you know, the big difference with Nashville too is like it still has that small town feel, right? Where like people just also want to hang out beyond just like the, you know, materialistic stuff, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna make a video with so and so, and then like they're gonna just use me for that. It's like, no, like we actually, you know, there's a real good culture here of like encouraging and supporting each other. I think that comes
they have such a good like head on their shoulders and stuff like that, and that's why you say like the materialistic stuff, right? And you ask like, why do I think that like I was so like sad when I had all this amazing things, right?
Right.
And granted, I was a complete fuck off, man. I was over here buying Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces with my money and all that stuff, and like, and like everyone like, I wasn't exactly like a popular kid growing up and all that stuff. So like in my head, whenever I have all this stuff, like I said, I was like so sad because, like you said, it's all materialistic shit, right? At the end of the day, what is money and what is fame if you completely lose yourself trying to find something you thought was so amazing, right? Amazing, yeah. It's at that point, like I quote this all the time because it actually is so true, but like Bozzy said it like better than anybody. It's like, at that point, you're just a sad guy in a big house. You're just a sad guy like driving a nice car, right? It's like I was buying all these things and these watches. I was buying like $60,000, $80,000 watches, like all this stuff. And it's like, I like to talk about this stuff now because it's cool to look back at and be like, wow, Tayler, you were fucked up, man. You were just like hiding it, right? It's like,
you're just dripping in swag, but it's it's not the, you know,
you know, and it's like,
empty.
And it's like,
I get it.
I was buying all these things because I was just searching for this like temporary like happiness, right? It's like I was just like looking for something to be like, I was like, I'm sad, I'm gonna go fucking spend a lot of money to like have this like cool thing to like make me feel better for a while and like make people like want to hang out with me because I got it, right? It was like I was searching for attention so bad that I didn't even know how desperate I was, honestly, until I like took like this last year to like really honestly, like I lost my connection with God, I lost everything, man, and I took this last year to really just like slow down and just rebuild everything and like kind of just focus on like my mental health. There would be days where like, dude, I would see texts from my dad. Like I wasn't talking to my family anymore. I was like neglecting just everything and everyone. There would be times where like I actually go to text my dad about something I had a question about. He'd been trying to text me for like 2.5 weeks and I just never responded to him.
Yeah,
like,
support, you got to stay balanced.
You know what I mean?
Like,
and it's like I was just so
stuff,
deep in this shit that like I just thought was like my life, right? And that's why
I'm happy you're healthy now, though, man. It's like, you know, it's like it's good to hear that you're loving Nashville and like enjoying it. I also want to talk too about your transition into country music too, because I think I think you're doing something super cool with obviously Caden and Creech and some of the guys you live with too. But like, I feel like there was a gap for a while in Nashville and probably everywhere where like there were a lot of influencers or creators, and then there were artists and musicians, and I felt like there wasn't really this intersection that was sort of waiting to happen, but people were a little hesitant to it. And I think it's really cool that you've taken such a large following and platform, continued to work with other people in that space, but you're now obviously writing and recording your own original music, which I think is dope. Were you intimidated at all coming into Nashville and like trying to be a country artist, right? Moving from LA, like you were talking about the fake country stuff. Like, were you worried about the way people were going to react when you said I'm a country artist?
Dude, always, man. I mean, anytime I even put out music in general, no matter even what genre it was always so nerve-wracking because, like I said, the judgmental side of everything. I was like, are people going to like it? Are they not going to like it? Are people going to, like, all this stuff, right? That all goes through my mind. But yeah, definitely moving from that LA scene to here. And I do struggle with it. But like I said, like people like you guys and like real people in the industry that have like hung out with me and know me and all this stuff, like they see like the vision, they respect it and they back it and all this stuff. But like none of these people like know like me, like the way I grew up. Like I said, I grew up small town, man. I used to like I was roping with my dad, grew up like around like in rodeos and like all this stuff, like that was like my whole life. And then moving to LA and like people just like look at like small portions of stuff, right? And they think that they know everything. Sure, I was a city fuck while I was in LA. I moved out to LA. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be like this. And then very quickly I got around like, bro, like, and like I say this all like with like the most non-ego. I was around like Drake and Chris Brown and Bieber's and like all this stuff, right? So it's like definitely like you start like adapting to those people because like you want to fit in with these people, right? I was out there and I was adapting to this lifestyle that I was living out there. That's why I had like all these like diamond watches and all this stuff. I was making like R&B music and pop music and all that stuff, but the reason I was doing that was because I was a TikToker and I was like, I gotta do something to make a statement. Like I gotta be like taken serious, right? So I was like, maybe if I make some like cool like R&B music and I'm around all these people.
Do you have any of those records? I want to hear that stuff.
It was called 100 Rounds. I mean, I
know. I've heard that one.
And I do have a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, there was definitely some cool stuff in there.
Some
that, like,
deep R&B cuts. Yeah, we need those.
Yeah. I'll send them to you, man. It's funny. But yeah, so I was doing all that because I was just in the process of like developing and figuring out who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, and it all was like cool, but like I was writing about stuff that like doesn't even mean anything to me. Like it didn't actually like talk about girls or money and party, all this stuff, right? It's like that's all fun, but like that's not stuff people listen to long term. It's like people listen to stuff that they actually connect with, right? And stuff started opening up for me actually like really quickly over here. I performed at the CMA Fest with my good friend Raina Roberts, and then I performed with Parker McCollum. And
I was gonna say, you and Parker are boys, right?
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, he's obviously got a huge Texas following too.
Oh, dude, he freaking like. There's like him and a select few that like run Texas.
I saw like a clip of you. I think you like crashed one of his shows and were singing with him on stage, which looked amazing, dude. Talk to me about that.
It was insane, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely like. I walked out. Dude, sound check went amazing. Everything was good. I was ready, and you just can't prepare for like the nerves, man. I walked out there, my heart. I saw everybody, 30,000 people. My heart fell out of my asshole. Swear, dude. I shit you not, man. I fucked up completely, dude. It was and that's why like. But it's fun to like look back and laugh at these things, right? It's like
it's all growth.
The most I'd performed in front of or done anything in front of was like 1,500 before that. So I went from 1,500 to 30,000.
Right.
Yeah, no, I walked out.
It's like, this is not how I remembered it in soundcheck, you know?
Dude, no, I listen back all the time and I'm like, I just laugh at myself, you know? But, everyone there, and Parker, he was a huge help. Like, whenever I did mess up a little bit, I came in, so like, I walked out, everyone was screaming, and it was cool, and I was like, but then it hit me when everyone started screaming. I was like, oh shit, dude. I was like, oh God, this is really happening, you know?
Right.
And so I was like, I know you guys know the lyrics, like sing along with me. Like I was just kind of bullshit. I was just talking because I was so nervous. I was definitely trying to stall. And then that one came back in and I was supposed to start there, but I should have just let it come around one more time. And then like, because I was like, you guys know da-da-da. Yeah. And then I tried to catch it and, and then I came in late and then I was off because I was trying to rush it. And I was like, and then Parker like sang like two words, like get me back on track. And then we like, and then it went smoothly, whatever. But I still like, I definitely like just completely like torched it. But everyone like, they knew, man. They knew I was nervous as shit.
dude,
supportive.
I've talked to so many country artists though. Like everybody has had those moments on stage. Where
I talked to Parker afterwards, and I was so bummed. I was like, bro, I'm so
sorry.
sorry, man. I fucking like I got so nervous, dude. He was like, bro, don't even apologize. He was like, I was out with Thomas Rhett, and he asked me to come out. And I forgot what song he said, but he came out and performed some song with him. He said I literally went out there and forgot every word.
Right.
I was like, and then I have like good friends out here that are like very big artists who they're like, I literally like I write the lyrics on my palm sometimes because so I don't forget the lyrics.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people will write.
And
lyrics
I'm like that makes me feel like so good
or,
actually. Like they have like teleprompters in
dude,
front
we're
of
all
them,
human, man. Like
you know
we're all human. Like it happens, and you just learn from it and you grow from it. And I think that's dope. It's awesome that you and Parker are connected. And I know you've been writing with a bunch of other people in Nashville. What's in store in terms of like new music? Are you planning on putting out
100%
a project?
100%. And my ADHD goes all over the place.
No, you're good,
what we said
brother.
a second ago with the transition to it of like, whenever stuff started moving out here, I ended up obviously heavily. I had already done some country stuff, but nothing felt more natural to me than country music because of like I love it so much. It's like literally all I either whenever I get in the truck. Always, I either listen to country music or worship music, like my whole life, and then it just felt the most natural to me. I love the storytelling behind it. I love just everything that goes into it, man. So that's why I was like, it was never like, with everything starting to like move over here so quickly, I was like, this has never been more clear of a sign from God that like this is where I should be, and this is and I didn't necessarily know if that was 100% like accurate, but I was like, I feel this so much right now. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make that jump, and I'm gonna come out here, and so yeah, and I did it, and I love that I did it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. What's in store, man? I mean, I'm doing some shows this year. I have some cool people that I might go out and open for or sing with that are some very successful people as well. I don't want to whatever. Well, hopefully it happens. So there's a lot of stuff moving. I want to get a lot of music out. I have a song dropping at the end of this month. It's Valentine's Day, so I wrote a cool like wedding song, man.
Let's go, dude. And what are the chances we could get a little acoustic performance in the studio? Do you think we can make that happen?
We can make that happen. Yeah.
Can I put him on the spot, right? Can I put you on the spot, dude? I kind of want to hear this, man. Let's go.
I'll give you a little something after
I love
this.
that. Where's that? We need to get Simon the guitar in here, dude. Let's make it happen. All right, let's go.
But
that's dope.
But yeah, I got a lot of fun stuff coming, man, and I'm super excited. I'm still evolving and learning every day, man, and just bettering myself. But I'm really, really excited for what we got planned this year. So
well, hell yeah, dude! I'm pumped. I can't wait to see you in concert live, man. It's gonna be awesome. Well, dude, I got this. We got this game we like to play, so we got a sponsorship here from Ariat. I'm wearing the hat and the shirt here, dude. I know some of your roommates are wearing their stuff too, but obviously they're a dope apparel and country western brand. Really one of the leaders.
They got me suited up for one of my releases one time, and their stuff is fire. I like it.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. So they sent in some of this merch here, but they're sponsored this segment. So we do rapid fire questions. I'm gonna put a minute on the clock here. We're gonna see how you do. Look, we got a minute on the clock there, and we're gonna just go 10 questions real quick. So first question for you. Would you rather be invisible or fly?
Fly.
Okay. And then one person you could collaborate with. Music.
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs?
Yeah.
Why Luke Combs?
I think he's super, super talented, man. I love like all of his songs are so good, like lyrically and everything, and
hell
just,
yeah,
like everything about it. Yeah, I love him, man.
Are you a talker or texter?
Talker for sure.
Yeah. Favorite boot toe shape? Would you do like square toed?
Yeah.
Is double dipping ever allowed? You know, like double dipping chicken.
I'm a big like no guy on that one.
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm kind of a germaphobe on some things, like drinking after people and like double dipping stuff. It kind of freaks me out.
Yeah. Do you wet your toothbrush before or after you put on toothpaste?
Before.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Do you not?
We'll get. This is a question for you, not for me. Is Charlie a better name for a guy or a girl?
You're fucked for that one. Girl.
I hear you. All right. I think I know why. Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. Is that the best sandwich or no? Last question.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot.
Really?
I love
You're Popeye's over Chick-fil-A?
Oh, over Chick-fil-A? No.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Fair enough. That was pretty good. I don't know how many questions you got there, but I think that was close to 10.
That was.
We'll run it back a little bit. All right. Well done. That was the rapid fire questions with Ariat. All right, dude. Well, I appreciate you for being on this podcast.
Dude, of course, man.
It's been freaking awesome. I love that you're in Nashville. We're gonna kick it more.
Dude, let's do it, man.
And I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing with your following, bringing it into country music.
Thank you,
writing songs. I think it's gonna be so cool to hear all this new music and whatnot. I kind of want to hear a live live performance. Is
that
possible? Can we get Simon in here and make that happen?
See if we can make
Is it
happen.
a little premiere of the new song? It's freaking awesome,
dude.
We'll
give you something real quick.
Yeah, that's dope.
I still remember when I met you early December, and that night you took my hand, we started dancing. I started thinking maybe, baby, I love you. You're everything I wanna hold on to. Been thinking about what I'm gonna do to show you I'm always here to stay. One day I'm gonna get on me with a ring and some roses, give you a letter that you'll read when you're older, pour out my heart and tell you everything you mean to me. And honestly, you'll be crying and dancing and smile to your cheeks. I'll spend every day telling you those 3 words, for better or worse, forever, girl, like you. Oh, I just wanna marry you. You parked off on a 2-lane, you pulled me out the car just to kiss me in the rain. You're the answer to all my prayers I pray. That's why, baby, that's why I'm gonna get on me with a ring and some roses, give you a letter that you'll read when you're older, pour out my heart and tell you everything you mean to me. Honestly, you'll be crying and dancing and smile to your cheeks. I'll spend every day telling you those 3 words, for better or worse, forever, girl, like you. Oh, I just wanna marry you. Oh, I just wanna marry you. Oh, baby, take my hand, can I have this dance? Let me spin you around forever. And get on one knee with a ring and some roses, give you a letter that you'll read when you're older, pour out my heart and tell you everything you mean to me. And honestly, come on, you'll be crying and dancing and smile to your cheeks. I'll spend every day telling you those 3 words, for better or worse, forever, girl,